not a criminal attorney, not here to give legal advice, but I am here to give you the real on this Diddy trial. Capricorn Clark is the former director of marketing for Diddy, and she was who the prosecution called to the stand next. She began her music career with an internship at Def Jam Records. After Def Jam, she then went to work for Death Row Records, which was managed by Suge Knight. And in around 2004, she started working for Diddy at Bad Boy Entertainment. After briefly leaving in 2006, she returned to work for Diddy in 2007 as the director of marketing for Sean John's Women's. She then said she became a global brand director in 2008 before being terminated in 2012. She then worked as Cassie's creative director from 2016 to 2018. Clark testified that Diddy threatened her on her first day of work. He said he took her to Central Park sometime after 9 p.m. with his security guard, and while there, he brought up her former employment with Death Row Records, which again was managed by Suge Knight, which we all know Diddy had beef with. She testified that he stated to her that he did not know she had anything to do with Suge Knight and that if anything happened, he would have to kill her. She said the security guard just stood by silently while Diddy threatened her, and she responded to Diddy at the time, "We'll just have to see." She said that she felt at the time she could not convince him that she was trustworthy and that she could have been more forthcoming about her prior employment when she applied for that role. She also testified that she heard Diddy discussing guns once. She said while in the elevator with Diddy and his then manager after an MTV event that involved 50 Cent, Diddy told his companions that he had an issue with 50. And after further conversation, Diddy stated, "I don't do that. I like guns." She testified that at the time Diddy made this statement, he had a very serious demeanor. She also testified that Diddy accused her of stealing jewelry that was on loan from a jeweler. She said when Diddy went to Miami, he left her with a security guard who questioned her for hours and then went to search her apartment. She said the next day the security guard came and picked her up, locked her in a vacant office space with a guy who ended up doing a lie detector test. She said the man told her that if she was to fail the test, they were going to throw her in the East River. She also testified that a typical workday for her was from 9 a.m. to about 4 a.m. without taking breaks for meals. Diddy told her that if she failed to complete any tasks, she would lose her job. She said on a good night, she would get 4 hours of sleep. She ended up developing stress-induced alopecia. She testified that she made $65,000 annually at the time. She also testified that she was due $80,000 for overtime but was never paid. She said when the human resources representative for Bad Boy presented Diddy with a sheet of overtime that she was due, Diddy took the paper and ended up ripping it up. My name is Andrea Snipes-Booker, and that is the real on this Diddy trial.